A lot of people are talking about pasta bowls. I want to talk about pasta bowls too. I'm going to show you today how I make a pasta bowl, how I get them to all be all the same size and stack tidy and have a nice bottom. This one needs sponging, but you know what I mean. We're going to talk about shaping, sizing, and controlling the size of your pasta bowl. I measured this clay, and this is about 2 pounds. And I'm going to just center it. Now, in production throwing, you want it to all be the same. So I've been a production potter for a long time, and when people want to order a set of pasta bowls, they want them the same size, they want them to stack tidy this way, and when they're in the cupboard like these are, they want them to be lined up. You don't want a big one, little one, big one, little one that doesn't fit. And so I'm going to show you how to do that. So in order to do that, you have to really measure it until your hands kind of get a hold of it. So I'm going to center this and open it up. And it's a fairly narrow center. It's about the base of my pasta bowl. And I'm going to pull it up. And I'm going to pull it up to be 4.5 inches tall. Now what I have waiting in my bucket of water there are a bunch of calipers for the different sizes. Get a messy bottom, go in there and tidy it up. This is a little short, one more. Now I just want to get to 4.5 inches. I like when you first start measuring to make sure you measure flat on the board. Meaning if your caliper, I like to do that, then I always have somewhere to keep my needle. If your caliper, this is 4.5 inches, I've measured them, is about, I'm going to go a little bit taller. But you see, if this thing is, if you have this big piece of clay, it's going to pull out and you're not going to get the same measurement. So I'm about 1/4 inch off, and I'm very fussy. Going to pull it up to be 4.5 inches tall. There we go. Because now this is how I make a pasta bowl. I use this big rib when I'm throwing, and you can use a throwing rib. When this is done, I'll show you how to make a pasta bowl without the rib. But I'm going to go in and open this up. I'm going to open it up to 7 inches in diameter. And a messy bottom again. I'm going to tidy it up. So this is 7 inches. When I open with the big rib, I always give it a pull to compact the particles again because they open up quickly. I'm just going to bring them together. Now the next one in my series is 7 inches. This is, it's a little bigger than 7. That's okay. So now we've got it 7 inches. So then I'm going to just flatten this out with my rib this way. And tidy up that inside, flatten that out. Now that should be 9.5 inches. It's like close. And that happens after you make a whole bunch of pasta bowls. I'm not going to worry a lot about, I'm going to tidy that right there. I'm not going to worry a lot about the weight. I don't like that right there. I'm not going to worry about the weight on the side of the bowl. This right in here, excuse me, I'll trim on it in a minute and I'll show you why. I don't get that much choked up over a heavy bottom. Anyway, okay, so there it is. So that's your pasta bowl. So that's the first one's always easy to make, and that's why you measure. And so what we're going to do is we're going to cut that off. Like I said, not everybody has the rib, and I'm going to make one with just a ruler. Put my knife in there and always give it a twist and pop that off. Now the next one I'm going to put on here is I'm going to put it on and center it. I'm going to use the same calipers, but as I said, I'm not going to use the rib. I'm just going to use my hands and a ruler.